Hey, what's going on, everybody? You know how we get into it now, so I'm just gonna dive in. Today's topic is called "Who Done It," and I want to just encapsulate a lot of what's going on today. The Diddy situation. So I'm gonna take a different spin as I usually do, so we can just kind of dive in. So, um, I believe, and this has been reinforced a lot lately for me, that nothing really matters in terms of any scenario more than who did the action and who the action was done to, who the victim was. Like what the action was, when, how, all that stuff is really secondary. And in our society right now, what really matters is the who. Um, and I just think it's a lot of it is, hopefully it's a quick video today. A lot of it is just a misapplication of justice and a clear and blatant misapplication of equality. And we can kind of look at things like arrest rates and sentencings. Statistically, and these are FBI national statistics, all ethnicities commit crimes at around the same rate. They all do. However, black and brown communities are arrested a lot more. You take that into sentencing rates, sentencing for the exact same crime. Black and brown communities are sentenced an average of 20% longer for the exact same crime. And so I feel like that is applied for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like the who is really, really impacts how society treats those people and the victims in that action. And I take that further to like everything, and even in politics. It's like right now they have one of the talking points, because Taylor Swift just uh, endorsed Kamala Harris. So one of the talking points Republicans are having now is like, oh, she's a billionaire, so how can she really relate to people? When they have a billionaire running for president on the top of their ticket who's old. So it's like, what? But on the same accord, look, they have a we support the military 100%. Like, you are not a patriot if you don't support the military. But what do? They cut veterans benefits, right? And they also were endangering the whole military, because the military decided that they wanted to have women be allowed to have abortions. So they were willing to cut the funding for the military. They were willing to not allow promotions to go through. So people's retirements, like a lot of things were going on that were messing up our military, and they were more than willing to sacrifice them at that point in time. Remember Back the Blue? Oh my God, we love the police. There's no reason to dissent against them, until the police had to defend the Capitol against them on January 6th, where people, officers died, right? And they're calling the people that murdered them and the people that hurt them patriots. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, and we can just continue this list going on and on. The genocide's going on in the world today. So, of course, starting off, all genocide is wrong, yes, but we're concentrating on one when there are actively six genocides going on right now. Why? You know what I'm saying? It's the who. You know what I'm saying? We don't even, it's not even about the what, because if it was about the what, we'd be concentrating equally on all of those, right? But our our attention is placed, and I believe some of it, a lot of it is external. A lot of the attention is being placed upon us, but sometimes it's within us. Why are we programmed or just moving towards just looking at one particular side of things and about the who thing? And it's about the Diddy thing too. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me start off in saying that, like, if he is guilty of even a fraction of what he's accused of, then he deserves to be under the jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's vile, it's wrong. Let me just start off with that. But what about Jeffrey Epstein? Right? It's been about 5 years. And from what we knew of public record, they had heads of state, presidents, lots of politicians, rich, wealthy people, corporate leaders, celebrities, all of it. And you telling me in 5 years there hasn't been nothing unturned, nothing turned over, no arrest, no anything? And they murdered him in jail, I believe, to keep him quiet, because they knew he was going to sing. So, okay, yeah, you got Diddy and everything like that, but like, what? And I'm somebody that, like, I'm about equal blind justice. If it's not fair justice for all, it's not any fair justice for anybody. And I feel that we are being programmed to look at certain people as victims and certain people as perps. And it's something that, of course, I believe has followed racial lines throughout the beginning of this country to fulfill the narrative of what they want. Certain people's crimes are highlighted, certain people's crimes are minimized and swept under the rug. Some people's victimizations are highlighted, some people's victimizations are swept under the rug. Look at kidnappings of children. We know this. Like there's have to be like a separate like thing for black children kidnapped, because like there our children were not just really getting the national attention that other children were. This is something that we know that it's like truly baked into the cake. And I refuse to just be manipulated by my morality and being blind to the blatant, you know what I'm saying, misapplication and injustice going on. So yes, and two things can exist at the same time. We can say yes, a wrong is a wrong, but what we also must say is that if there's not an equal application of this justice, then it's really not an application of justice at all. That is the greater injustice, that you're suggesting that certain people are able to get away with crimes, and that's just not okay. You know what I'm saying? So if you are so up in arms about Diddy, you need to be 10 times up in arms about Epstein, right? If you're so up in arms about Palestine, you should be so up in arms about the Sudan and in China and in Syria, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're so up in arms about, you know, people, you know, back in the blue, then you need to back the blue that when your people that you like are breaking the law. You know what I'm saying? Like Donald Trump, like, right? Like the justice system is all great when it's attacking Hunter Biden and such, but now we need to throw it all away when they're investigating you. It's like, it's the who, yo. And unless we are wise enough and smart enough to be on that, we're going to be right a part of the problem and continue to be manipulated. So, you know, hopefully this got some thoughts going on in your mind, and until next time.